Now see the next topic. We are going to discuss the reaction of alkali metal with halogens. See, the next topic is reactivity of alkali metal towards halogen. See, when alkali metal reacts with halogen, it forms ionic halide. Also we can say metal halide, and the metal halide in this case is ionic in nature. Therefore we can say ionic halide. See, MX type of halides is formed basically M positive and X negative. So metal can be this metal can be lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. While halogen can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So when metal reacts with halogen, it forms metal halide, which is ionic in nature. Now see the halides formed by the lithium. Halides formed by the lithium. So basically the halides formed by lithium, out of this lithium fluoride. So lithium can form lithium fluoride, lithium chloride, lithium bromide and lithium iodide. So the compound lithium fluoride is basically ionic in nature. So basically due to high electronegativity, highest electronegativity of fluorine, the lithium fluoride is ionic in nature, while the other halides of lithium like lithium chloride, lithium bromide and lithium iodide is covalent in nature. Why halides like chloride, bromide and iodide of lithium is covalent in nature? See, according to Fajans rule we know, due to small size of Li plus, so due to small size of cation, it polarizes the electron cloud of halogen atom. So basically the small size of cation will polarize the electron cloud of anion. So this is the electron cloud of anion, which is polarized by the small size of cation, which is lithium plus cation, and therefore the covalent character exists in the case of lithium plus ion, because this small size cation polarizes the electron cloud of anion halide towards itself, and there is covalent character developed in the case of lithium. Hence lithium chloride, lithium bromide and lithium iodide is covalent in nature. Due to small size of Li plus, there is covalent character because it polarizes the electron cloud of anion, which is halogen atom, and becomes covalent. While lithium fluoride is ionic due to very high electronegativity of F minus ion. Due to high electronegativity of fluorine, lithium fluoride is ionic. Now see how the ionic character changes. As we know, when we move down the group, then size of cation increases, Li plus, then Na plus, then K plus, and then Rb plus, and then Cs plus. So basically when the size of cation increases, then ionic character of halide is also increases. So we can say that ionic character of halides increases on moving down the group due to increase in the size of cation. So halide which has highest ionic character is cesium due to large size of cation. So cesium halide has maximum ionic character, then RbX, and lithium halide will have least ionic character due to small size of cation, Li plus. Now see the halides of potassium and cesium. Very important compounds are formed by potassium and cesium. Basically the halides of potassium and cesium we also call polyhalides. So the halides of potassium and cesium can also form polyhalides. For example, when Ki reacts with I2, it forms Ki3. So Ki3 exists in the form of basically K plus and I3 negative ion. So basically it is a type of polyhalide which is formed by potassium. See the case of cesium bromide. When cesium bromide reacts with Br2, it forms CsBr3, Cs positive and Br3 negative. So basically Cs positive ion and Br3 negative ion. So we can see that potassium and cesium can form polyhalides like Ki3 and CsBr3. Now see the solubility of alkali metal in the liquid ammonia, the next property. So the next property is solubility of alkali metal in liquid ammonia. See, all alkali metals are soluble in liquid ammonia and forms a deep blue color solution. So all alkali metals are soluble in liquid ammonia and forms a deep blue color solution. Why deep blue color is formed? See, basically, see the case why solubility in liquid ammonia and it forms a deep blue color of solution. Let's take M is the alkali metal and a solution of liquid ammonia. So this is the solution of liquid ammonia. This is the solution of liquid ammonia. So there are basically X plus Y moles of ammonia. So X plus Y moles of ammonia is there. When alkali metal is dissolved. So this is the alkali metal. This is the alkali metal when we dissolve in liquid ammonia solution. So this alkali metal is soluble in liquid ammonia, X plus Y moles of ammonia. As we know, alkali metal after loss of electron will convert into M plus N electron. So basically this alkali metal will lose one electron and convert into unipositive ion with the loss of electron. So basically out of X plus Y moles of ammonia, this cation, M plus cation in the solution will be surrounded. M plus cation in the solution is surrounded by the X moles of ammonia. So X moles of ammonia, it is surrounded by the cation, and electron is surrounded by Y moles of ammonia. Now we can see that, and the charge on cation is +1 while the charge on electron is -1. Now we can see that the complex is formed. So it forms M, and the metal ion is associated with X molecules of ammonia from the solution, and the charge is +1, and charge on this is +1. In the same way, out of X plus Y, Y ammonia molecules are associated with electron, and the charge on electron is -1. So basically, when metal, this is alkali metal, any alkali metal soluble in liquid ammonia, so color solution becomes blue. So why the solution of color is blue? See, this is the electron which is associated with ammonia. We called this ammoniated electron. So this electron we called ammoniated electron. We called it ammoniated electron. So basically the blue color of the solution. So blue color of the solution is due to ammoniated electron. So basically blue color of the solution is due to ammoniated electron. And also there is conductivity in the solution. So conductivity of the solution is basically due to this ammoniated cation. So blue color of the solution is due to this ammoniated electron, while the conductivity of solution, so conductivity of the solution, which is electrical conductivity we say. So electrical conductivity of the solution. So electrical conductivity of the solution is due to ammoniated cation. Now we can see that. So basically solubility in liquid ammonia, we can say all alkali metals are soluble in liquid ammonia and forms a deep blue color solution. We can see that when alkali metal reacts with X plus Y moles of ammonia, so metal cation, as it forms M plus cation and by the loss of electron. So cation is associated with X moles of ammonia. This we called ammoniated cation because M changes into M plus and electron minus. So X moles are associated with cation and Y moles are associated with electron. We can see that this we called ammoniated cation and this we called ammoniated electron. And also the blue color of the solution is due to this ammoniated electron. So basically this solution is paramagnetic in nature. So this solution is paramagnetic in nature. Due to this ammoniated electron, the color of the solution is blue. So due to this ammoniated electron, the color of the solution is blue. Now note the points. So blue color of the solution, we can say blue color of the solution is due to ammoniated electron, which is electrons associated with Y molecules of ammonia having charge of -1. See, and we know all alkali metals with ammonia form blue color solution. This solution is homogeneous in nature, and the density of this solution is less than the density of liquid ammonia. So basically the color of the solution is blue color, and blue color of the solution is due to ammoniated electron, and solution is paramagnetic in nature. So this solution is paramagnetic in nature, and the density of this solution is less than the density of liquid ammonia. Also due to loss of electron, this solution having oxidizing nature, therefore this solution can act as a self-oxidation, means a stronger reducing agent. So this solution can act as a stronger reducing agent. The point we have discussed, the blue color of the solution is due to ammoniated electron, while the electrical conductivity is due to ammoniated cation, and the density of solution is less than the density of ammonia. Solution is paramagnetic in nature. All alkali metal form blue solution, and the solution act as a stronger reducing agent. Now we'll discuss the next property, the reaction of alkali metal with acids. See, the reaction of alkali metal with acids. As we know, when all alkali metal reacts with acids, they liberate hydrogen gas. For example, M is the alkali metal. When alkali metal react with acid, it forms M2SO4, and with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Now see the next property. So the next property is the reaction of alkali metal with nitrogen. Basically, only lithium. So out of all alkali metal, only lithium, due to anomalous behavior of lithium, only lithium combines directly with nitrogen, while other elements do not combine directly with nitrogen. Only lithium, due to anomalous behavior, combines directly with nitrogen and forms nitride. So this is basically nitride. Nitride is basically N3 minus ion. So only lithium out of all alkali metal react directly with nitrogen and forms lithium nitride. We can see the charge on lithium is +1, while the charge on nitride is -3. Now cross multiply. So when cross multiply, the formula is Li3n. So this is the formula of lithium nitride. This is the molecular formula of lithium nitride. So out of all alkali metal, only lithium, due to anomalous behavior, combine directly with nitrogen and forms nitride. So see the nitride forming. Basically nitride forming is what? Elements which directly combine with nitrogen to form their nitrides. Example, lithium form nitrides, beryllium also form nitride, and magnesium also form nitride. And also another property of nitride is when nitride on reaction with water means hydrolysis. So basically nitride on reaction with water means hydrolysis. So nitride on hydrolysis liberate NH3 gas due to presence of N3 minus ion. So N3 minus ion is satisfied by hydrogen. 3 hydrogens will satisfy the charge of N3 minus. Therefore, which gas is liberated here? Ammonia gas. So nitrides on hydrolysis produces ammonia gas, and we can see that OH, due to release of OH, the nature is basic in nature. So it forms LiOH with the liberation of NH3 gas. So NH3 gas is liberated when nitride reacts with water. So nitride on hydrolysis gives ammonia gas. Now see the common compounds of alkali metal and their properties. So the next topic is common compounds of alkali metals and their properties. See, common compounds of alkali metals and their properties. The first common compound we are going to discuss for alkali metal is oxides. We know lithium form monoxides, for example Li2O. So lithium when combines with oxygen, it form monoxide. While sodium reacts with oxygen, it forms peroxide like Na2O2. While elements like potassium, rubidium, cesium when combines with oxygen, they form superoxides. So like Li2O monoxide, when lithium combines with oxygen, sodium combines with oxygen, form peroxide Na2O2, and when potassium, rubidium, cesium form superoxide when combined with oxygen, KO2 superoxide, RbO2 superoxide, CSO2 is also superoxide. And all oxides, whether it is monoxide, all oxides, whether it is monoxide or it is peroxide or it is superoxide. So all oxides means monoxide, peroxide, superoxide. When hydrolyzed means reaction with water, they all will give basic solution. So all oxides, monoxides, peroxides and superoxides on hydrolysis gives basic solution. Let's take the example. And also this is very important. See, when monoxide like lithium oxide reacts with water means on hydrolysis, it gives LiOH, which is basic in nature. Therefore the nature of solution is basic due to formation of LiOH. Now see, when Na2O2 sodium peroxide hydrolyzed with water means reaction with water. Now again the nature of solution will be basic, so it forms NaOH and with liberation of H2O2. So peroxide forms hydrogen peroxide. So in this case peroxide ion is present, therefore hydrogen peroxide is released, and due to formation of NaOH again the nature of the solution is basic. Now see the next. Again superoxide on hydrolysis like KO2. Again KOH is formed, so nature of solution is basic. Due to formation of KOH, the nature of solution is basic. And also when superoxides are hydrolyzed, then peroxide is formed along with the evolution of oxygen gas. So remember the products, only base is formed. When peroxide, then base along with hydrogen peroxide. When superoxide, then base along with hydrogen peroxide and oxygen gas. As we know, superoxides are paramagnetic in nature. Why superoxides are paramagnetic in nature? Due to unpaired electron in anti-bonding 2p orbital. So due to presence of unpaired electron in anti-bonding 2p orbital, superoxides are paramagnetic in nature. Now see the cases for colored behavior. See, the monoxides and peroxides. Monoxides and peroxides are colorless. Why monoxides and peroxides are colorless? Due to absence of unpaired electron. Due to absence of unpaired electron, monoxides and peroxides are colorless. While superoxides are colored due to paramagnetic nature. Why it is paramagnetic? Due to presence of unpaired electron. Due to presence of unpaired electron, it is paramagnetic, and unpaired electron is present in, due to presence of unpaired electron in anti-bonding 2p orbital. So due to this unpaired electron in anti-bonding 2p orbital, superoxide is colored and paramagnetic in nature, while monoxides and peroxides are colorless. See, like peroxides are basically which ion? Peroxides are O2 2 negative ion. So peroxides are colorless and diamagnetic. All electrons are paired. Monoxides is which ion? O2 negative ion. So basically lithium oxide, potassium oxide, sodium oxide are colorless and diamagnetic. While rubidium, Rb2O, some oxides like for example Rb2O and cesium oxide, this is colored behavior, pale yellow and orange red. Why these oxides show colored behavior? Due to presence of some amount of superoxide. So basically these oxides can show color due to presence of some superoxide, and we know in superoxide there is unpaired electron, so superoxides are colored. So due to colored behavior of superoxide, some oxides are also in colored behavior. See, in the case of NO2O2. So in this case, NO2O2 color is also pale yellow because some of the superoxide is also present. So some amount of sodium is present in the form of superoxide of sodium. Therefore, due to this presence of superoxide, it is showing the color behavior. Always remember this case, which is very important. Rubidium oxide and cesium oxide, these are colored, while the peroxide, while we know the peroxides and monoxides are colorless. So which lithium oxide, potassium and sodium oxide are colorless, while rubidium and cesium oxides are not colorless because due to the presence of some amount of superoxide. So due to presence of some amount of superoxide, so superoxide are colored. So due to superoxide colored behavior, these oxides are also colored. Similar example of sodium. See, sodium oxide, sodium peroxide. Sodium peroxide is also colored. While we know peroxides are colorless, but sodium peroxide is colored because of presence of some amount of superoxide. So also there is very little amount of sodium peroxide. Also there is very little amount of small amount of sodium superoxide. So due to formation of superoxide, the color is shown by the sodium peroxide. Now we are going to discuss our next topic, carbonates and bicarbonates. See, the next topic is carbonates and bicarbonates. So basically carbonate ion is, we know CO3 2 negative ion is carbonate ion and bicarbonate ion is SCO3 negative ion. First we are going to discuss about the thermal stability. First we are going to explain the thermal stability of carbonates and bicarbonates. See, basically the carbonates formed by alkali metal is lithium carbonate Li2CO3, sodium carbonate Na2CO3, potassium carbonate K2CO3, rubidium carbonate Rb2CO3 and cesium carbonate CS2CO3. So these are the carbonates which are formed by the alkali metals. See, except lithium carbonates, all metal carbonates of alkali metal are thermally stable. So basically all alkali metal carbonates are stable except lithium carbonate. See, carbonates except lithium carbonate, all carbonates are thermally stable. So lithium carbonate is least thermally stable. Therefore, lithium carbonate on heating decomposes. Due to instability or less thermal stability of lithium carbonate, it decomposes on heating and gives CO2 gas along with lithium oxide. So when we arrange the order of thermal stability, why lithium carbonate is least stable? Because there is more covalent character in lithium carbonate. So due to high covalent character, due to small cation of lithium, due to small size, a small cation lithium, there is high covalent character, and due to high covalent character, lithium carbonate is least thermally stable. So it is least thermally stable, hence on heating it decomposes into CO2 gas and lithium oxide. So when we arrange the order of thermal stability, it is least stable. It means the thermal stability increases down the group. And the reason is when we move top to bottom. So the electropositive character increases. The electropositive character increases from lithium to cesium. Therefore, the stability of carbonates increases from lithium to cesium. So the order of thermal stability is Li2CO3 least stable thermally, Na2CO3, then K2CO3, and CS2CO3 is most thermally stable. So this is most thermally stable and this is least thermally stable. As increase in the electropositive character from lithium to cesium carbonate is most thermally stable. Now see how bicarbonates obtained in aqueous form. As we know, bicarbonates are basically containing SCO3 minus ion. So basically when bicarbonates are heated, when metal bicarbonates are heated, then metal bicarbonate on heating will release CO2 gas along with water vapors and converted into carbonates from bicarbonates. So bicarbonates on heating will convert into carbonates along with the evolution of CO2 and water. Now see the thermal stability. So thermal stability order is same. thermal stability of carbonates and bicarbonates order is same. See, as electropositive character increases, as we know, electropositive character increases from top to bottom. So when electropositive character increases from top to bottom, from lithium plus to Cgm plus. So electropositive character increase from top to bottom. Electropositive character of lithium plus is least, while the Cgm plus is most. Therefore, the thermal stability increases from top to bottom, from lithium to Cgm. For bicarbonates also, same for the carbonates also. So for carbonates and bicarbonates, thermal stability increases from top to bottom due to increase in the electropositive character of metal ion. Now see, bicarbonates are basically less soluble. So when we compare the solubility, bicarbonates ion basically which ion? HCO3 negative ion, and carbonates are basically which ion? CO3 2 negative ion. Bicarbonates ion are less soluble than carbonates. Therefore, due to less solubility of bicarbonates, we can remove bicarbonates by making precipitate. So basically, bicarbonates are less soluble than carbonates. Therefore, these bicarbonates, so which are less soluble, will be precipitated more easily. So bicarbonates are less soluble than carbonates. Therefore, these bicarbonates can be precipitated by saturated with excess CO2 in carbonate solution. So if we want to make PPT of bicarbonate, so bicarbonate why can form PPT? Due to its less solubility. Due to less solubility of bicarbonates, it can form PPT. So when we have to make the PPT of bicarbonates, then these bicarbonates can make PPT when saturated with excess CO2 in carbonate solution. See, this is the carbonate solution. In this solution, excess CO2 is passed. Then it is precipitated in the form of bicarbonates due to its less solubility. And we also know when bicarbonate ion is heated, sodium bicarbonate heated, it will convert into carbonate anhydrous with the release of CO2 and water. So in comparison of bicarbonates and carbonates, it is easy to make PPT of bicarbonate due to its less solubility, and bicarbonates are precipitated by passing excess CO2 in carbonate solution. Now we are going to discuss the next compounds of alkali metal, which is nitrates. See, the nitrates of alkali metals. See, the nitrates formed by the alkali metals. Alkali metal nitrates. Basically all alkali metals forms water soluble nitrate of MnO3 type. So all alkali metals form water soluble nitrates of MnO3 type, where M plus and NO3 minus. M plus is alkali metal and NO3 is nitrate ion. So all alkali metals form water soluble nitrate and type MnO3. Now see the thermal decomposition of nitrates. Always remember, due to anomalous behavior of lithium, as lithium is the topmost element, it has high polarizing power, a small size, high ionization enthalpy, absence of vacant d orbital. Due to this, lithium shows anomalous behavior. Anomalous behavior means the behavior of lithium is different from the rest member of the group. So when we thermally decompose, then thermally decomposition of lithium nitrate gives lithium oxide with the liberation of NO2 gas and O2. So brown color is due to the liberation of NO2 gas. While other metal nitrates, lithium nitrate on heating gives oxide with the evolution of NO2 gas. But other metal nitrates, metal can be sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, on heating gives metal nitrite. So NO3 minus is nitrate ion and NO2 minus is nitrite ion. 8 when higher oxidation state, nitrogen state is +5. Here nitrogen state is +3 oxidation state. Therefore we use 8. For high oxidation state we use suffix 8, and for low oxidation state we use suffix 8. So when lithium nitrate is heated, it converts into oxide with NO2 gas, NO2, while other metal nitrates like sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium on heating gives metal nitride with the liberation of O2 gas. So remember the difference. Due to anomalous behavior of lithium, lithium forms oxide on heating, lithium nitrate on heating gives oxide, while other metal nitrate on heating gives metal nitride with O2.